Yo, what's up guys, it's Pios here, the CryptoPie, and today we're going to derive a target on what is going to be our buy zone for the next move up. Alright, so first of all guys, why do I think there's going to be a move up? Well, that is because the 6 hour is it's nearly oversold, right? I mean, it's close to being oversold here. 12 hour is also kind of on the bottom, not entirely yet. Daily shouldn't get to the bottom because we have this divergence going right here, right? So yeah, it's soon there as well on the divergence line. And then 12 hour is kind of on the bottom, and the same thing guys. Well, you look at this, look at the stochastic RSI, right? So the stochastic RSI of the daily is still falling, but you know, it should turn around anytime. 3 day is nearly on the ground. Even the weekly is on the ground, guys. So we can have weeks of going up. Alright, that's just because we had this double bottom here soon. So you know, this is just a bullish outlook obviously, but we have to look at targets on the way. But let's first derive our target where we want to buy. Alright, so 4 hour I think needs to be oversold, and that actually gets really nice to the target. So let's first put a target on here, right? So there's 5 waves in here. Let's just put the 5 waves in here. 1, 2, potential 3, 4, 5. Very weird, but there's 5 waves, right? It's very weird, but there is 5 waves in there. I know yesterday I counted them differently because frankly I don't care how the waves are within this one. This one was very ugly, but this is a perfect ABC, guys. So look at A, B, and I honestly think C still needs to come. So you know, and the market agrees because you know, people thought we were pumping and then it dumped, right? So let's just derive the 5 waves within here, right? So we have the 1, 2, potential 3. I mean, so this is noise. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, because look at it, guys. It's just one big candle, right? So I count this as a 3 and a 4, and then when we get a 5 here. Okay, so that is how I'm counting it right now. So if this was the 3 here, let's just take a look at a Fibonacci extension, right? So take from the top to this bottom to this top, right? And then you see that a 1-to-1 was met, even a little further to the 1.414 to, you know, and I think 1.61. So now we get a zone, guys, right? I mean, we have a Fibonacci all the way to the top for the 786 right here, and we have the 1.618 here. So what I do then is, you know, we'll make this this is our buy zone right here. Right, let's just broaden it up a little bit. There you go. So green, right? That is our buy zone, guys. Let's see some further confluences with other techniques, like the technique of algo targets. So let's see what the algo from this point did. So it retraced to about 0.5, then it's already negative 618, but the negative 1 is right in our zone, right? It's right in our zone, guys. So if the algo target from here, up here somewhere, to down here, went to the 382 a little higher, and the negative 236 is actually a little lower at 7500. So we could potentially expand this, right? So that is just how I derive targets, guys, based on where I want to buy, right? So, and keep in mind, as long as the next low is higher than this low, the trend is intact, right? Then it's all good, so don't worry about that. And this is how I derive my zone, guys. So right now we have a zone all the way from about 7680-ish all the way down to 7500, right? Right around there. And now we look at price, right? So we go look at if this is actually realistic price wise. So let's just put some lines on the chart that I think that the price, okay, so we had a price right about here, that comes into our zone, and we had a price line right, no, I think that's too low though, to be honest. We had another big confluence, but we're already been lower than that, so that's doesn't matter. Right, here's another price line, 7573. You know, these wicks are pretty important, and you get a lot of action going on there. So right, yeah, that tells us that these confluence zones from Fibonacci extensions and from the Elliott wave, right, and from algo targets are all in confluence. And then on top of that, the 4-hour RSI, when we reach this level, should be about oversold, right, to about here. So that's another confluence, and you just try to find as much confluence as you can, guys, for your buy-in targets, right? So I'm very confident to put a buy-in target at 7680 or so, right? And then maybe another one at 7570 or so, right? Because that's well in the zone, and why not, right? And then, well, what are we looking at for a potential rise, right? So after we come here, where are we going, right? And you can do that as well with Fibonacci. So take this, and let's say our potential's actually at 7570, 7576. Okay, so then you get this wave back up. I know it's Fibonacci through Fibonacci, but so we have 236 here, it's potential. I'm in 8K zone, right? Then 8.1, 8.3. We have all these resistance zones. 618, 0.583, and then 61884. We need to go through all of this again, guys. So don't expect just one big boom up. You know, there will be resistance zones. So, but for now, I think this is an excellent buy target. Then once it goes out of your buy zone and up, then just put your stop at break even. You can lose nothing. Right? You can lose nothing. And then, you know, when it rises, and let's say on the bigger time frame, on the 6-hour it rises, a few candles, then you just keep putting your stop higher in profit, and you know you will just trail it that way. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it, right? Just trail it. And yeah, so that's how we derive our target for our buying zone, right here in between 7670 and I'd say 75. Yeah, 75. So yeah, 75 and 7670, right? That, or 7680 or so. That is where I'm interested in it, right? So not yet. I'm waiting, patiently waiting for this. Also, guys, just make sure you look at the 4-hour. Wait for it to get to about this oversold zone, and 1 hour should be big time oversold when we're there. You know, kind of like it was here, and 15 minutes should be oversold as well. So, you know, the more oversold, the better, guys. Alright, so that's just some indications. And after that, we go back up. Obviously, we have the big cloud here as well, right? A 6-hour cloud. So, this is a huge zone, guys. I mean, the 8485 is a huge zone to watch out for when we go back up. But if we bounce here, that means a third bounce. That means a trend line is intact and in order, right? Right now we have 2 points, so we can make this line, but then we get another point, right? So I mean 1, 2, and then we get a third point if we bounce here. And you see that the zone, the apex zone, right? I mean, if we look at the triangle, right? So we have a triangle right here. When we get into this zone, guys, we need to make a decision whether we go up or down. So why I draw it here? Well, because you have the huge apex here, right? You have this top, so basically huge confluence, right? Huge confluence right here. I mean, yeah, you can see it yourself, the lines are crossing there. So I think, and I'm really bad with time analysis, but the 12th of April is going to be some important date to look at, right? So and I'm not even much of a, you know, I don't care about time analysis that much, but we can definitely have done all the way up here again and down again, and you don't know what's going to happen. But definitely, you know, put this line on your chart, the 9k zone, and I'd say actually have another line here, right there or so, for potential. I mean, it's gonna be hard, right, to get through. So yeah, I don't like too many lines on the chart, so, you know, I'll just leave it like this, but I definitely am aware of this. But I'm going to buy in between 7.5 and 7.67, 7.680, 90, something like that, right? Also, guys, if you're not in my Telegram yet, this is a King Win ICO, by the way. I just tracked it to see how many members are coming in. I didn't participate, but, you know, it's still nice to look at. So yeah, if you're not in my Telegram yet, guys, join up with the CryptoPies blog. It's basically a big chat box, and you know, we talk about ICOs, we talk about cryptocurrency in general, right? You can ask me any questions, you can ask other people questions, etc. So, right, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just a nice chat box to be in. Also, join up with the CryptoPies feed, where I post all my videos. I post about potential trades, potential entries. I post about upcoming ICOs, but at the moment, guys, we are still in a kind of a bearish to consolidating market, which means that you will get bearish to consolidating returns, you know. So that means that you kind of get returns that are equal or perhaps even lower. And you know, I know there's the occasional ICO that will give you more, but right now it's kind of a guessing game, so, you know, watch out with it. So yeah, guys, both Telegrams will be in the description below, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, hit that post notification button, and if you got any questions at all, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.